Okay. I think we are live.
Sorry if you hear this beeping. I got. Hey
Are
guys.
you? Is your car beeping?
Yeah, I'm about to turn it off.
Why is your car beeping?
Guys, don't mind. I have my seatbelt on. Y'all do not mind. The car bell seat. It shall go off in a second.
So I think I'm about.
Wait, Mia, are we live?
Yes, we're live.
Oh my gosh! Hey guys, I'm gonna turn the light on. Hold on 1 second.
I could not.
1 second, guys. So you guys can
Can
see
you
me
see
because it's a little dark right now. OMG, me, I'm excited.
me?
I'm excited. Okay, hold on. Turn this light on. Bow, bow.
Bow. I don't even see you. What's a bow?
You see me?
I see the top of your head. I
What
don't
do
see
you
your face.
mean?
I can't see
I'm
it.
showing my face.
Well, why? First of all, why are you in the dark?
I'm not. You can't see me?
No, I only well see something's wrong with my I don't know why this won't allow me to do it the long way. It's making me do it the
The
wide.
short way, right?
Yeah.
Here, let me try. I'm gonna try joining again. Let me try one
No,
more time.
you don't. No, you don't have to rejoin. It's. I
Oh,
think it's me. Am I? Am I?
cause my
Uh,
face is in the camera.
oh, okay. All right. So can you see her? Okay,
Wait,
we can
who's
see you.
cooking
We can
eat?
see you.
You can see
That's
me?
yes. We can see you. That's favorite friend.
Hi, cook and eat. Oh, that's favorite friend.
Yeah.
Hey, favorite friend. I
So
never did this before. The
we have been
YouTube
live
friend.
for the last. Hi, Miss Marlene. How are you? I
Hi.
kind of. I told you.
It's dark. Wait, you guys can't see me?
Well,
Wait, I gotta put
where's
both
your
lights on.
visor? Yeah, where's
Visor?
your? I meant like your. Do you have a light thing in your car?
Yeah, the light's
Or-
on. See, look, if I turn the light off, it will be like that.
Girl,
Oh my,
I
hold
don't
on,
know.
y'all. I don't know what's going on either. You
Okay,
guys really can't see
that's a
me?
little bit better. That's a little bit better.
Okay, I'll just leave
That's
it right
better.
here. Okay,
So
I'll leave it right there.
happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I just stopped by. We just stopped by to say, hey, how you
How you
doing?
doing?
How are
How?
you?
Yeah. Guys, I love Mia's intro. It's the best. I say it all the time at work.
So I finally got Shekinah to do a live with me. So Shekinah, you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Shekinah. Um, what? It's a hard question.
It
Okay,
don't
I'm
have to be
20.
nothing, just
Oh, okay. I guess my favorite color is black. That's important to know because I'm always in black. I met Mia. Me and Mia met at work back in 2023 is when I started,
and we
and
can't
it's
say
been a
what we do because
blast.
it's a secret.
Yeah, we're like top government official guys. Okay, so we're like, we won't tell you where we work and what we do, but we've been working together since 2023. Mia started before me, and it was my first time at this job, and it's been amazing so far. Me and Mia are always having a blast. We sit right next to each other, and if you guys seen in Mia's previous YouTube videos, our cubicle setup were awesome. And I just had to take my cubicle set down today, guys.
Oh, you
I'm
took it down
leaving
today?
Mia. Yeah, I cleared everything out because
Shut
technically my
up.
last day is Tuesday, and I didn't want to do
Okay.
it tomorrow. So I was like,
Mhm.
I'm sad.
Yeah. So Shekinah got promoted to another position, so she would no longer be in my department.
Top
So,
secret, y'all.
some H2O has already come out of my eyes. I'm not gonna do it again. But yeah, so we decided to do. We were talking the maybe a week or 2 weeks ago at work, and we were talking about growing up. Hey, Miss Mariah.
Thank you, guys.
So we were talking about growing up and going through high school. And she kind of began to share some very, very interesting things with me, which I didn't think, you want to talk about it now?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, I'll let you
Go,
do the
go,
introduction.
go first. Go first. Go ahead.
Okay, so what was wait, hold on, what was our topics, Mia? You got
When,
the paper.
as
You
to
like
as to why black is your
it?
favorite color.
Okay, guys. So it all started back. I wouldn't even really say middle school because middle school I wasn't very. I don't know. I felt like when I was a little bit younger, I wasn't really exposed yet to colorism and things of that nature. So
Hmm.
I was a middle school kid, just enjoying life. I looked crazy as crazy can be with all my colors and how I used to dress. But I was a kid, wasn't worried about those types of things. And then as the years progressed and I moved on to to high school, was when it was a change for me in terms of like who I am as a person. And I didn't like the person I became during high school. I was very insecure because I was exposed to colorism and racism at that age. And it's sad because it's within my own community I experienced it. And it wasn't really from other races, it was from my own people. And so I, had got people used to start saying stuff to me. And so I started to dress and like want to like hide myself. And I was like I was just comfortable in black because I wasn't nobody could really nobody was like paying attention to me. I was invisible. I wasn't noticeable. And I became very insecure in high school. I don't know if people can tell now by how I portray myself, but you know,
Hmm.
you never, it just kind of goes to show too. You never know what people are going through. So
Right.
always I would say always have, empathy for people, try to sympathize with them and, just don't be not saying you guys are doing this. I'm just saying this is like in general, maybe just don't be so harsh on people in the world because you never know what someone is struggling with. And although sometimes I might be happy and bubbly on the outside, I have things that I'm very insecure about and things that I'm still working on to this day. Um, but I'll let Mia go more into it. I forgot how we got into that conversation. I don't remember
So,
how.
what we were talking about, well, okay, now I'm older than she is, but the stories kind of coincide. We were talking about how in high school, it was a vast difference between the people who wanted to engage and speak with you versus the people who wanted to engage and speak with your friends. Um, the high school that I grew up in was predominantly, I don't want to say it was mixed, but it was okay, I'll say it this way without being unpolitically correct. The town I lived in was a Jewish town. So it was a handful of us. If you know, you know. It was a handful of us. So the majority of the females were maybe like a size, I'll say maybe like a two, maybe a four. So when it came to me, I was a 14. So between the size 2 and 4 and the 14, it's a huge gap. So what we were saying was how people didn't really associate with you, the person, so much. Hey, Shay Shay. They didn't really associate with me as much. Even though the funny thing is, I was I was always shy. I've always been kind of an introvert, not kind of an introvert, but I had some friends. Like I had people that I spoke to and I talked to. So when I began to talk to Shekinah to hear that she went through something similar, as beautiful and as gorgeous as she is, I couldn't fathom it. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. I couldn't. Hello, highly blessed and highly favored. I couldn't wrap my mind around her having to go through any. Not that I'm not gonna say that anybody's life is easy, but I'm saying as far as having to deal with body insecurity, colorism, and things of that sort in high school as gorgeous. 'Cause I think she's gorgeous. So
Thank you,
as
Mia. So are
welcome.
you. We both
Oh,
are.
well, hey, Shekinah. But no, but so what we were talking about was that you never know what people are going through, even though our generations are vastly different. Our age different. Our age gaps are different. We went through some of the similar things, and she began to tell me that. Am I going too far ahead of
No,
your?
keep
Okay.
going.
So she began to
Yeah,
tell me that she hadn't had a boyfriend. I said, "You got to be kidding me! Like
it's true,
who?
y'all.
Who wouldn't?" And so she was like, "No, I never had a boyfriend." What do you? And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like I don't get it. I don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it."
And guys, get this. I told Mia a few months prior, but I don't think she remembered the conversation. Then when I told her again, she was really shocked this time. She's like, "What?"
Really?
And I was like, "Yeah." And I
I,
mean, what was I gonna say? With that, like, well, for one, the reason I haven't had a boyfriend yet, it's a little bit more deeper than what I went through too. It's also because of the morals and beliefs that I have. I'm obviously, I am Christian and I do want to do things biblically correct. So I definitely
mhm,
want to wait. There's the town that grew up in. Let's just say the guys in that town were just, you know, very fast and they're just wasn't my cup of tea. So, obviously I want a God-fearing man. And so I've been praying about it and waiting, and obviously God will bless me, when the time is right. And also he's probably preparing me and molding me to be the wife that I need to be, as well. So, sometimes it is sad, it gets lonely because I'm like, I see all these couples and I'm like, oh, I want that. But I have to think of it as God's protecting me and my husband at this time, and preparing us for when we come together as one. So, I that was also one reason how I grew up too. I looked for certain things, and I guess for people they would say calling it having a high standard, but I don't see myself with any other person that doesn't have the same morals and beliefs as me. I just can't imagine having a family, growing up with one, and not instilling that in our children. So definitely, that was one thing. I never had a boyfriend for that, but there was all other reasons too as well. The high school I grew up, or sorry, the town in general that I went to, most of the schools were predominantly Hispanic, and obviously there was some black, but there was really no white or any other races. It was really just Spanish and black. So growing up, I was I had a lot of, my girlfriends, they were mostly Spanish at the time. I do have, some, well, it was weird because the schools that I went to, like middle school and elementary, um I made more of black friends, when I got to high school. So, my middle school friends and everything like that I still have to this day are mostly Hispanic. So my girl group mostly Hispanic, as you can probably, you know, tell they were uh of lighter skin complexion,
mhm.
different
Right.
type of hair textures, things like that. And so like I said, back in middle school, I wasn't really exposed to that type of stuff, or that wasn't stuff that was on my mind. I
Right.
wasn't worried about how I was looking or anything. I was a kid being a kid, enjoying life and doing school. But then once I got to high school, that's when a lot of the stuff started to like unwrap on me. And, I noticed that I wasn't getting attention as much as my other girlfriends. And,
Mhm.
it's not that, I'm seeking validation or, I want the attention, but, once in a blue moon, it is nice to receive a compliment, for someone to
Right.
notice you, I feel like it's in women's nature, or anybody's nature, and so I noticed that I wasn't getting compliments, or I was just that funny that funny girlfriend in the group that nobody
Right.
really pays attention to. And I noticed that I was treated a little bit differently by guy friends. Um, and I wouldn't even call some of them guy friends now, but at that time I was, treated very differently. It was like little things that was done for them that wasn't done for me. For example, as like opening the door. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Right.
was little
Right.
small things, but you notice them. You definitely notice them. And then too, I wasn't, I received more backhanded compliments from our own people, from black
Mhm.
men, than I had any other race. Have been shown more love from other races than I have my own people. And I guess that's kind of where a little bit of my insecurity started, because then I started to have this self-hatred for myself, because, and it's sad to say, like, I regret how I felt back then, and I love who I
Right.
am now. And I'm proud to be who I am. But at that time, I really felt a lot of hatred for being black, and I felt like I wasn't. I was never going to be good looking. And it was just, it was, I don't know, I couldn't describe the feeling, but it completely changed who I was at as a person at that time. I, like I
Mhm.
said, I started, and I, when I grew up, my parents dressed me in color. Like my mom had me in all these cute like justice outfits and
Right.
bright clothing. And I was really, I dressed nicely when I was a kid. But as I got to high school, I started to want to hide away more. I didn't want people to pay attention to me because I didn't want any type of attention. I didn't want negative attention, especially at that. I was so insecure that I I was just so insecure about everything, and I allowed it to hinder me from multiple opportunities. Not even just look wise, but in general going for things for like activities or whatever it may be. I was just very insecure as a person, and
Right.
it really affected me because it's now to this day I am much better. I do feel more confident in who I am, and like I said, I love and appreciate who I am, but it's not easy. It's still some things that I'm working on and that I'm trying to heal from, but I've learned to mask that very well because you know what good is it if I'm dwelling on these all these negative emotions and thoughts that I have? But it's just small stuff like that, and we're gonna get more into that, y'all, later, um, about what it is colorism within our own community, which is such a big problem. At least now for my generation, it's such a big problem that nobody talks about it enough, and I feel
Right.
like there's nothing being done about it. And it's just like, at this point where I'm at, I feel I'm gonna go where I'm loved and appreciated and accepted. I don't have time for people's games, but that goes for anybody. Um, but yeah, I'll stop right there because I feel like I was talking too much.
No, that was good. That was good. So, okay. So, what kind of backhanded compliments or backhanded comments did you
Mhm.
receive?
Well, one that always stuck to me was I remember this so specifically. Sorry, specifically, the when I don't remember what class I was in, but we were all talking. I have two scenarios. So,
Mhm.
one was when one of the guy friends in the group told me I was pretty for a black girl. That right there stuck with me because at
Ah,
first, at
wow.
first, at the time I was like, "Oh, that's a nice compliment." Not knowing that that was not even a compliment at all. That was so backhanded. And it's
Right.
just like, what do you mean by that? And the funny thing was, the boy who told me that was darker than me.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like, you have
Right.
to say that to me? You have the nerve to say that to me?
Right.
And it's not even about your skin color, but you're sitting here telling me that and you're darker than me. And I
Exactly.
was just like, that's and it just also goes to show the mindset of that person that they had maybe at the time they thought just only there's a few good looking black women, you know what I mean? And that is another problem within itself for that person. But that was one that stuck with me. And then there was another incident too where I remember this. I was a sophomore in high school, and I was in this class, and one of the guys that was in the class with me, he was 1 year he was a year up from me, so he was a
Okay.
junior. And so
Okay.
we became really good friends. We were kind of like the teacher's pet. Like we was always in that class helping her out and stuff, our teacher. And we like we said, we became close, we were good friends. And then I guess there were, I don't know if when it started to happen, but the feelings started to be involved. I never acknowledged it, but I think we both knew it.
Right.
But we didn't go about it. And then it was this one specific day that we were in the class sitting next to each other. And then he looked at me and he told me, he just stared at me for a couple seconds, and I didn't know what he was gonna say. I just thought he was gonna say some joke or something. And then he said, um, I would date you if you had lighter eyes and if you were a little bit lighter.
What?
Mind you, he was Hispanic. He was maybe like, he wasn't even that like light. I don't even know how to
What?
describe it. He was like little bit lighter. And when I tell you guys, when he said that to me, and then I wasn't even thinking like we were ever gonna date or anything. But obviously, we knew that we liked each other because there were like little moments, but
Right.
that completely broke my heart. And I wasn't even in a
What?
relationship, but that broke my heart and my spirit in that moment because when he said that, I truly felt like I was very ugly. And I just was like, after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste time with boys or just guys in general. that hurt my heart a lot, because when he said that, I'm like, so I'm not considered beautiful. I'm only beautiful if I have lighter eyes, if my hair is a different texture, if my skin is lighter. And it always I hate to say this, but I did have this realization when I was on my friend groups. I did feel jealous at one point. I was envious because I'm like, you look so beautiful, and here I am. I'm just that one friend, that ugly, funny friend on the side that will never will never be loved, that never get any type of attention. And so, that kind of stuck with me. Those, I mean, there were other few instances, but little
Right.
minor things, but I think those are the two things that stuck with me throughout high school. And until now, to this day, like, I'll never forget that. I was truly hurt by that. Hi, Renee.
Hi, Renee. How are you? I am okay.
That's what I'm saying, favorite friend. He was immature.
Oh my gosh. If you were lighter and your eyes were lighter, he would no. No. So that mean
I
no.
was so hurt. I was like, and then
Yeah.
actually, to be fair, I stopped talking to him. Like, I think
Good.
he knew he messed up when he said that, but like, after that day, we weren't talking like we used to. I would just say hi and bye and keep it
Good.
pushing. And I
Mm-mm.
was just like, yeah, that was it, because you messed up really bad.
I'm gonna do my live, be on my best
Mhm.
behavior, but no. I can't do the work, Mia. But no.
No, oh no, Mia. You guys need to see how Mia be at work. She be killing me when we be talking to people. She be
I'm
like,
I'm just trying to like okay, so my my issue in high school wasn't so much
Mhm,
oh okay. My issue wasn't so much with colorism as much as it was with weight. But I mean,
mhm.
disrespect is disrespect, no matter what you're
Most
disrespecting
definitely.
the person on.
Mhm.
But I'm very taken, as they say, taken aback. I think it's taken back, but whatever.
Oh Lord, Melissa would have been like, what
Right.
is it? Take it aback.
They said it's taken aback, but I say taken back. By the simple
Me
fact
too.
that you would even think that it is okay to say what it is that you said. That's not
Yeah,
okay. That's not
it's not.
okay. So
And
I'm gonna have
I
this.
don't
I
think
know you
I
have to.
hold it against them, because I feel like at that time people were just, we were young, and I don't think people they didn't have any knowledge of it. They didn't know any
How old were
better.
you?
When I was a sophomore, I had to be like 16, going
How
on
old was he?
17. He was 1 year up from me, so he probably was 17, 18.
He knew better. No. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Now, granted, some things at my 17-year-old self,
Mhm.
okay, but disrespect, you know better. Like, I just can't fathom like the nerve you would have to tell me
The
that
audacity.
if I was this or I look like this or if I sound like this or if this was this, then
Mhm.
you would. So that means you don't like me for me. You want me to
Yeah.
be the person that you want me to be, and then you would like me. That
Yeah.
no. So that means you don't really truly like Mia or Shekinah. You like the version of what you have in your head. And that's not
Exactly.
life.
Sorry. That's not.
So, so yeah, I'm
I
gonna
was
have
just
to
like,
you gotta go.
no, I don't
So
have to
would
go.
you oh okay. I thought well
No,
you
no, 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 no. We got time. Mia, go ahead.
okay. And is your car on so you don't drain your battery?
Yeah, I need some
Oh,
heat. Don't worry,
okay.
my gas is, guys, I got an F-150. I got to show you guys one day. I got an F-150 and the gas is great. So don't worry. Don't worry. I got time.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So next, well, not next, but the other question that we had was, how do you love you now? Well, no. How is the you now different than the you from high school?
Mm. Um, well, for one, I'm much more calmer. I wish you guys would have seen how I was back in
You weren't calm
in
before?
middle school. No, I'm calmer now than I was before. I
Really?
think I was a little bit too much happiness.
This
during
is
that
calm.
time. Yeah,
The
this is
Shekinah I
yeah,
know is
oh, no,
calm.
don't do that, Mia, this is
No, I mean,
no,
I'm
this is calm. This is calm. Guys, you gotta see how well if you see the videos, you'll know how I be at work. But this is calm. I think then too, that was a coping mechanism for me. At the time was me always cracking jokes and wanting
okay.
to, make people laugh and be happy
Right,
because at that time I couldn't feel that for myself.
right,
I can smile in people's faces and do what I need to do. When I'm in school or when I'm out the house. But then obviously when I come home, all the emotions hit me at once. I'm overthinking, I'm having negative thoughts, and obviously I'm like digging myself into a hole while I'm at home. And it just, obviously it makes things worse because depression is real, guys, anxiety is real, and I rebuke all of that first of all. You
right,
know, God has really helped me with that too as well because those things are real and they're just so destructive and it's not that's not of God. And I just, he's healing me from those things too as well.
mhm,
But I was at that time, I was cracking jokes and stuff. I was like, I would say now me, you know how I am now, but on all honesty and seriousness, like I think I'm more serious now than I was before. But because I always wanted to make people laugh, I always wanted to keep people happy, and that was what
mhm,
I was. I was a people pleaser. I would go out of my way to do things, even if I didn't want to do things for people. Like I was always a yes person. What
right.
yeah, I was a yes person.
I'm laughing at Mariah because she said, "Well, church, amen, corner." Right, right.
I'm Mariah. And yeah, I was just I don't know, just wasn't serious. I was just that was who I was. I was what did I just say?
A
I
yes
was
person.
a yes person, always just people pleasing. That's it. And now, I think that's the biggest thing that changed for me now. Now, I do feel like in a way I still like to, make people happy, but
Mhm.
I'm definitely I have more boundaries. And,
Right, right.
obviously I say no if I don't feel like doing something, but, I don't know. I've kind of just, I feel like I've grown a lot mentally. There's so much that I've learned. I don't even know like all that I can say. I think the most important thing for me, guys, and I don't know if everyone else believes, but for me it was building a relationship with God
Mhm,
because I realized, obviously God is amazing. He's creator of the universe and the earth. And once I started to build my personal relationship with God, I started to read my Bible more. I've noticed that when I incorporate him in my life, in all aspects of my life, whether that's work, school, family, friends, relationships, anything. I realized that my life has turned around for the better. It's not
mhm.
always easy. There's still things that I can, I go through, but with him, everything is possible and easier. So I definitely, I think that was the biggest turning point for me in terms of who I am right now versus then.
Right,
I really like was depressed back then and fell into a hole. And I just, the Shekinah now, I mean, how I am now, if I can talk to myself before, when I was younger, I would just give her words of encouragement and I'd tell her, to trust and lean on God for everything because really, you guys, that's how I am now. That's how he really got me out of that hole, dug me out of the hole. And I'm blessed and I'm more happy and at peace and content where I am in life now.
right.
And I'm just, I'm excited to see the blessings and opportunities that, he has for me. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess that was the big turning point. I mean, I need to
Mhm.
find a video. And if we come back on live one day, guys, I'm gonna show you how I was in high school versus now. I was like too happy. But yeah.
Wow. So,
Mhm.
okay, so when you were going through your depression and anxiety and all of that, did you talk to anyone? Did you tell anyone? You just really just kept it all to
Kept it
yourself?
into myself, and I wouldn't recommend that for anybody. I know some people are against therapy, and I get it, but if you think you might need it, obviously my first what's it called, what is it called, not example, my first tip, I guess, that I could give someone, is take it to God. He should be the
Mm,
one you take everything to, whether it's big or small in your life. everything that you're dealing with, you're going through, even the happy things that you have, always go to him and thank him for everything. Um, but I didn't talk to anybody at that time. I kept it all in. Like I said, I was more so worried about other people's problems, my friends' problems, what I can do to help them, and that
Mhm.
I would try to like escape reality when I go out into the world. But then when I come back home, and obviously all these things, all my thoughts come back out, and they kind of, it's in a way kind of haunts you at that time, you
Right.
know. And that's when you feel the worst at yourself, when you're by yourself. And I didn't have anyone to talk to because, I love my parents. They're amazing parents. I love them. They blessed me with so much. They're just so great. And I didn't want to go to them because I didn't want to hurt them, because obviously they love me, and I'm their daughter, but not even just because I'm their daughter, like they love me and they support me. And so, um, you know, I didn't go to anybody. I didn't even talk to my closest friends about this because I didn't
Mhm.
feel like I was that friend that, I feel like when I talked to other people, it wasn't really people weren't really listening. It was always like, oh, a quick little, oh, you'll be okay. But when I'm there, I felt that I was there for other people in
Right.
ways
Right.
that, like, I was their shoulder to cry on. And so I kind of also closed off myself in that regard too, as well, not opening up to people, and
Mhm.
just keeping everything bottled inside and just putting a smile on my face and going about my day. I didn't want anybody to know I was dealing or struggling with any things because I felt hypocritical how I go out and portrayed myself, and then I'm sitting here and dealing with all these other things at home. um, did your parents name you? You have such a yes, my mom, my dad did. It was funny because my parents didn't know what to name me at the time. And so I believe it was my godmother, or I don't remember who was at the hospital with my mother. And she was like, she said the word Shekinah. And then my mom was like, yes. She looked up the meaning, and then they went with that. And I'm glad. I love my name. Not everybody knows Shekinah glory, but not everybody knows. But yeah, I closed off. I didn't talk to anybody. And that was the worst thing I could ever do because I
Mhm.
think that's what made it so worse. I didn't express how I was feeling. And I
Right.
would recommend, like I said, obviously first take it to God, but it doesn't also hurt if you want to get a therapist, an actual person,
Right.
physical person you can go and talk to.
Right.
It doesn't hurt, and you don't even have to go again. You could go one time and never see that person again. You know what I'm saying? But I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have just opened up to anybody. And then I
True.
eventually later on did
True.
go to my parents, and I broke down, and I think I really hurt my dad when I opened up to him about this because they noticed the things, they noticed I wasn't loving who I was. I was always wearing wigs. I wasn't embracing like my natural hair. I was wearing makeup all the time, just covering up my face. Like I think they were noticing, but I didn't make it, really known to them. And so when I came to my dad and well, my both my parents, but I remember talking to my dad first when he was home, and I broke down crying and I told him how much I hated myself and I hated that I was black. And I hurt him really bad when I said that because obviously my parents, they love me and they never want me to feel that way, and they think that I'm beautiful, and I know now that I am beautiful. I feel beautiful. Um
All right,
but thank you. And it's just, I don't know. I I don't know. That was, what was the question again? I kind of drifted. My mind drifted.
That's okay. That's
Mhm.
um Mariah wanna know, are you of Caribbean descent?
No, I'm not. And the Lord knew not to make me of Caribbean descent because I would have been all over the place, you guys. I'm at work and I'm like, I identify as every other
Girl,
culture,
she is
nationality. I'm
everything.
like, I'm Spanish, I'm Caribbean, I'm African.
She everything
He
at
know
work.
not to make me that. I wouldn't shut up if I was Caribbean. It would be bad for the people.
She is everything at work. Whatever you are to be, that's what she is.
hmm I'm feeling Puerto Rican that day. I'm Puerto Rican. It's
Right.
but yeah, no, I guess it was just what was the question, Mia? I'm gonna
The,
wrap that
the
up.
question was, did you tell anybody? But
Yeah.
I understand it. I do understand it
Mhm.
because it's not something that you um my thing was I didn't know I was oppressed and
Mhm.
depressed. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Me, you
Um,
gotta explain too. Go ahead and tell your story too. I've been talking too much. Go ahead.
we talk about you because you about to start this channel, right?
Yes, guys, please stay tuned because when I promise you I will start my channel, I'm gonna change my name though. It's still gonna have Shekinah in it, but I didn't even know people started subscribing. This was just a channel I made so I could like save my YouTube videos and stuff. But I will change my name to something better. But I'm thinking of it. It's
Embedded?
happening soon. I'm about to move, you guys. So not far, Mia. I'm moving in like 2 weeks. So
Where?
to
Wait, how do you tell me on live that you moved?
Cause we just like signed everything to well, my parents did. So I'm gonna let you know where at work.
Okay.
I'll let you know where
Okay.
at work. But it's close by. It's not like maybe 20 minutes, like 12, 15 minutes from me. It's not far.
Okay.
But yeah, we're moving too. So it's just been everything's been hectic these past 2 weeks.
I got you. I got you.
But go ahead, Mia, go ahead. Explain,
But okay,
explain.
so what I was saying was I didn't know that I needed to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that I was oppressed and depressed. Uh, I just kind of just to me back then to me sleep was my cope. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that excessive sleeping was a sign of depression and oppression.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would come home from school at we got to school at 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
I was we lived so close to the school that I was home by like 2:45. Like
Mm-hmm.
walking, I could be home by 2:45. If you drive, you're home by like 3:33. Um, and I would be so excited to go to sleep. I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
wait to go to sleep. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take a nap. Like I can't wait to go to sleep. I can't wait to dream about something else. I can't wait to, just be out of reality.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that I needed to talk to anybody. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that the sad thing is I didn't really know that I had a problem. I just knew that I didn't like my circumstance and my situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know that like, hey, you need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
So like you said, you keep it, you deal with it, you mask it. Um Now I was never an outgoing, bubbly, he ha, that was never me.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't me at all. I was very introverted. I was very to
Mm-hmm.
myself, very secluded, very, just if we were friends, then I saw, we talked as friends.
Yeah.
But if you weren't a friend or I didn't know you, it wasn't
That's
gonna
it.
happen. I
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was polite. I said hi, I spoke, but
Mm-hmm.
like to just carry a conversation with a non-friend wasn't gonna happen.
It's the life.
So but I think what also helped me in high school, I think I
Mm-hmm.
probably told the story before, but my one of my cousins went to high school with me.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of helped me because she's more outgoing than I am. She's that, no, you're gonna do this, she's that, that,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
just not that. So so she kind of like pulled me along, like, no, we're gonna do this, no, we're gonna do
yeah.
that. She actually was the person that encouraged me to join the cheerleading squad. I was like, I'm not joining that because everybody on
Mm-hmm.
there is small. I'm gonna be the only. She was like, no, you're gonna join. I said, no, I'm not. She said, yes, you
Yeah.
are. Now she's younger than me, but she bullied me. But
Mm-hmm. She's
so
like,
she
you're gonna
kind
do
of
this today.
right. She kind of helped me and encouraged me in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think had she not been there, I'm not sure. I probably would have never joined the squad. I probably would have never cheered for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it was a lot of things that I probably would not have done because well, for me, I looked at myself. You compared yourself to this one. You compared yourself to that one. Well, I don't
Mm-hmm.
look like her, and I don't look like that, and they only talking to her, or they only want to be with that, or they think because I look like this. That, no, 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 and because
No.
I am right, because I'm thicker than them, don't mean that you just go. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. That's not. It's not that kind of party. So, but I can't really say
Mm-hmm.
that I got bullied so much in school. Like they didn't really, if they said stupid stuff, it wasn't like to me. It wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
like really, it wasn't out in front.
It was okay.
If they made hints or, because I don't know why there's a difference between chunky black girls and chunky black guys. Chunky
Yeah.
is shaky. Whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, I don't know what the difference is or what the separation is.
Mhm.
If you plump, you plump. Like whether you a female or male, like I don't get it.
Exactly.
But of course, it was that double standard. Like
Mhm.
the plump guys was cool. The plump girls, which it was like three of us, not
Yeah.
so much. But I'm like, and the funny thing is, as when I look back at my pictures from high school, I'm like, Mia, you wasn't even
Yeah.
big. You weren't even girl. So
And I think too that's how a lot of people look back and they're like, "Wow, what was I thinking
right.
back then?"
When you look back at it, it's like it wasn't even that serious.
Mhm.
Like, so I would say the difference between me now and me from high school is I'm a little more outspoken.
Mhm.
I'm a little more assertive. Um, I'm still an introvert, but not as much.
Mhm.
I, let me see. I love myself more. Then I love myself, but not like I should have loved myself. Because
Yeah.
if I loved myself then the way I love myself now, their thoughts wouldn't have deterred me from doing anything. The way
Mhm.
people thought or the way people viewed me, whether it was in my household or outside of my household, it wouldn't have bothered me as much.
Mhm.
Um, because I can say a lot of I had issues in my house and outside my house. So
Oh,
it was
okay.
like sometimes you can come home and escape from school,
Yeah.
or you can go to school and escape from home. But if you got issues at home and at school, where do you go to escape? Like,
Exactly. It's
like
like no, it's really nowhere.
right. So like you really don't have a safe haven, like a place that you could just let your hair down and be like, this is what's going on, or this is how I feel, or this is like I don't know how to um channel through these emotions. So
Yeah.
so it was a little it was slightly difficult to say the least. But yeah, what I would say to my younger self now is
Mhm.
child,
Man, child.
child.
Oh Lord, now I'm about to drop my phone.
Like it's like everything is hard in the moment. In the moment,
Mhm.
everything seems impossible. It seems hard. It seems difficult. But if my younger me, if you just hold on a little bit longer, do
Mhm.
just it'll be all right. And the
Yeah.
thing is, I've been in church all my life. You know about God, and
Mhm.
He love you, and you. But when you young, yeah, I
That
need
is.
somebody like in
Yeah.
front of me. I need somebody like I can see. I need
Exactly.
somebody that I could touch and grab and be like, look, I'm going through this
Exactly.
and I don't know how to deal with it.
Mhm.
I'm having these emotions and I don't know how to channel these emotions.
Exactly. Sorry to cut you off, Mia.
Go
Y'all,
ahead.
if you see somebody walk up to my car behind me, let me know. I'm gonna back this thing up on them. But
You know
anyways,
what? Where
sorry.
are
Go
you
ahead.
at? First of
I'm like
all,
parked in by my house, but it's like this thing, this open parking lot.
girl,
Cause just like let me know, y'all. But
aren't you?
go ahead, Mia.
Where'd you driving to?
I'm going to college. Oh, ooh, let me not say that.
Oh,
uh,
I'm just
to
saying. So how about
Rutgers.
how about we're gonna end the discussion so that you can get
Already?
so that you can get somewhere safe.
I am safe. I'm right here. I'm right
Mm-mm.
here. I knocked these people out with this car. Oh, that's not
You
right,
you in that
guys. Sorry,
Escort
y'all.
150? No.
No, we
So
good, I promise. A few more minutes. Come on, come on. I'm having fun. I like this.
okay. But yeah. So I think that's why I go so hard for younger people and other people. Like when you
Mhm.
told me what you told me, I was like, what? They said, wait, what? And first of all, you've been out of high school. It's done. It's over
Yeah.
with. But just to know that someone has done someone else wrong bothers me.
Mhm.
I'm like, why? Like, I don't understand. Like, why do you? My thing is this: if you don't care for the way I look, talk,
Mhm.
dress, think, just keep it to yourself and deal with somebody else. You don't have to
Exactly.
do.
What's
Go
You don't have
ahead.
to voice that. You don't have to voice
Right.
that. But
Right.
I think a lot of it stems from two people, people having their own problems and
R-
their own
Yeah,
insecurities or whatever it is going on in their life. They project it because they may not know how
absolutely.
to deal with it. They project it onto other people. And that's
So
one
true.
thing that I tried my best not to do. I really tried to not let people know about me, but I tried to make their lives a little bit better because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not a comparison, but a lot of my friends were going through like things harder in life. And it's not that I'm trying to compare, but sometimes I'd feel in my feelings feel inadequate because I'm like, oh, I'm worried about
Right.
this little small minor thing when my friend over here, her and her family almost facing like homelessness or something like
Right.
that. Like I felt guilty for even feeling that way. So that was
Right.
one reason why I was like, I can't take this to my friends either because I'm like, they've got a lot of them have got a lot of harder things going on in life and I need to be more grateful. But at the end of the day, guys, all feelings are valid and however
Yeah.
you feel, whether it's big or small to others, it doesn't matter because it's something big to you. If, like you said, me and Mia said, if you need to talk to someone, go talk to somebody because it does more harm to hold it in and bottle those emotions in. And it's not worth it because one day that bottle will burst and you don't even want it to
Absolutely.
get to that point.
Uh, Girl,
Um,
you talking right.
I wish I could now I'll be talking my head off. Well, to people that I trust, you know what I mean? Like I
Right.
I can only say there's very little people that I go to, maybe 2 to 3, like my best like 2 of my girl best friends I go to,
Mhm.
and I actually am blessed to have one guy best friend that's been amazing. We both are, on our journey with Christ and, building our relationship with God, and he's amazing. And so we have a lot of conversations and we try to help each other out and hold each other accountable for certain things. So, you
Mhm.
know, that's the biggest thing is like finding somebody you trust that has the same at least thinking process as you, maybe not the same beliefs if that doesn't work for you, but try to that's on the same path, that's going to be on the same path that you're kind of taking. So
True.
that's very important too as well.
True.
Hmm.
Hmm.
This is Mia, we need to dig more into topics, like we need to do like lives on lives, guys. If you comment down or if Mia does like a suggestion thing or a Q&A, like we gotta do this, guys. We gotta do this. This is fun. This is making me really want to do the YouTube channel more.
Yes. Okay, so
We
let's
gotta
do
do
this.
it. Hmm.
Let's do lives
Hmm.
twice a month
Okay.
on Thursday.
Okay.
So maybe not next Thursday, but Thursday after. Wait,
Okay. That's
we'll
wait.
be away. We'll be away.
I was just about to say not that Thursday, and then yeah, I'm moving that week too. So maybe the Thursday after
You're
that, the
you're
third.
moving during the conference?
Oh, and I come back on Friday.
I thought you were saying.
No, I'm staying only 2 days.
I'm
So
sorry,
Wednesday
guys.
night. Yeah, Wednesday night and
No,
Thursday night.
I thought you and the other young lady were staying until
Mm-mm. And I'm
that.
glad I didn't either way because till Saturday, I know I'm glad I'm not either ways because we're gonna be moving Saturday. So really Friday's our last day. When I go back
Right,
home,
right.
we already have gonna have everything packed, and the Saturday we just making that one quick move. So
Okay.
I'm like, I'm glad I didn't do that. And for how much money it was, oh no,
Yeah. And
no.
I tried to told you.
Like that would have been good if I wasn't moving, but I'm gonna be buying stuff for my room, so I'm like, I need every penny I can get. But we should do
Oh,
this, y'all. We're
okay.
gonna come back on here more often, y'all. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
Stay
we're
tuned.
gonna do twice a month, every
Because
other
we didn't
Thursday.
even touch on everything. We didn't even
No, we
touch
didn't.
on the problems. We gotta come back to this
We
conversation.
sure we could definitely come back.
Part
Um,
two.
okay, so we'll name it part two. Love it, part two.
Mhm. And if you guys have more questions or anything, please drop them down below. I don't know how this goes. Drop it down below in the comment section. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and comment if you had a good
Yes,
time. I'm
absolutely. Like,
working on
share,
it.
comment, and subscribe.
I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it.
Anything else before we go?
um, no. I just want to say I'm excited. I'm so glad to have met you guys all, hopefully one day we become so big and famous. Well, not too famous. I don't want to be like celebrity famous. But you know, we could hold a meet and greet, and me and Mia could come out and meet you
I'm
guys.
down with a meet and greet. Now, I
That would
love
be
a good meet
fun.
and greet.
That would
I
be
mean,
fun.
we could do a meet and greet. Well, I won't say now. I mean, not now as in now, but now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Maybe like the
Sometime
summer.
like, yeah, I was just about to say sometime like maybe July, June.
I think
That
we
would be
should set
nice.
up a meet and greet.
You should, guys, comment down below if you down for the meet and greet. Wait, I gotta do Mia's intro, guys. I just came on here to wait. No, happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday. I just stopped by to say, hey, how you doing? How are ya, guys? I love her intro. Somebody, you guys gotta help me come up with my intro because Mia's intro was amazing. I just be saying it throughout the day at work. I'm like,
She does. She
happy
will
whatever.
randomly walk by my desk and stop. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank you all so much for staying. I thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, and your subscriptions. We will be coming back doing a part 2 to Love It. I want to thank Shekinah for being my guest tonight. We are going to
Yay!
run her channel up. I want you to go over to her channel. I want you to subscribe to her channel. Um, hey, Shay Shay.
Mia,
Thank
am
you,
I
Shay.
frozen?
Is who frozen?
Me?
I don't know. I can't see you.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you're frozen, but I've been looking at the dark this whole time. But that's okay. We're
It's
gonna
all
get it
right.
together.
Y'all think I'm frozen, but it's okay.
It's all right. We can still hear you, and that's all that matters. So we're gonna end it here. We're gonna come back. I'll let you know. I'll put it in my community tab when we're gonna come back because the week that we would be coming back, we're going away to a work conference, so we won't be able to do not unless because we'll be together. So maybe we might be able to do something real quick. What you think, Chikana? What? This is her at work. What's up? Okay, I can't hear you. I don't know what you're saying. What? What you saying? Okay, I think she's gone. I don't know what happened, but I'll talk to her off the live. But I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for staying. We'll come back. Like I was stating, we're gonna try to do it every. What is she doing? We're gonna do twice a month. Are you back?
Okay, I made it back. I'm sorry, y'all. I had technical difficulties. Technical, technical, whatever.
Technical difficulty.
Technical difficulty. I'm sorry, Mia. Go do your outro. I forgot. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did you have something to say? Oh, I was saying that because we're going to be together
Mm.
on the Thursday that we're supposed to go live. Maybe we'll go live for like 20 minutes
Yes. Oh my
because
gosh.
we'll be
Yes. Yes.
together.
Let's do that.
Okay, so we'll do
Let's do
20
that.
minutes on the 20. I think it's the 27th of February.
Hmm.
Okay, so again, I thank you all so much for watching. I thank you all so much for staying. Continue to choose to love. Continue to choose to smile. Continue to be great because there's
Of
nobody greater
course.
than you. Okay,
Yeah.
what you got something to say?
Uh, Gotta welcome my outro. I'm gonna say it again, guys. Make sure you like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for our next live happening on Thursday, the
7.
27th 27th of this month. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, actually no, not concerns. If you have any questions or make sure you tell Mia so that she can tell me and that we can answer them for you guys. But it was good meeting all of you guys, and I'm excited for the next live. And yeah, Mia, I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
No, I'm remote tomorrow. I'm not
You're
back in the
coming in.
office
You're coming
until
in tomorrow.
I'm not. I'm not back
Guys,
into the office
make sure you
until
comment.
Thursday.
Go into work tomorrow, Mia. Do not
I'm
work
not.
from home.
I'm back in the office on Thursday.
Oh. Okay. But
I hope you
guys,
guys have a good night. Bye, guys.
bye.